Okay, so here's, like, I've been doing this for a while now. The girl that I fell in love with, I just kept writing her on the computer, because here's the thing, I have a condition called Asperger's syndrome. Well, with Asperger's syndrome, you connect really hard, and it ain't just about falling in love. You just, seldom in my life do I find people that I connect with, because of it's like, for people like me, it's like my eye movements and everything. I've trained myself to not be like this, you know what I mean, not talk like this. Like my eye movements and everything, just everything I've had to, I don't know, it's just hard to explain. But the way I express myself, I've had to train myself for the way that I express myself. Because the way I do before, sometimes like you might even hear, like I'll say something with a certain tone or a certain way of saying it that might be like a turn off, you know what I mean? But I've had to concentrate on the way I say things, everything, you know, and now I've gotten used to the practice of doing that. But you just have to look up Asperger's, and if I got any fans out there, you just have to look it up. But anyway, just to tell the whole story and to tell the whole truth and everything, the girl that I did fall in love with like a year ago, I've been writing her ever since, and she finally, on Facebook, she blocked me there for a minute, and I had to flip it all around, you know what I mean? I flipped the script. I was successful in flipping the script. I feel like I was successful. At least her accepted me. I did something I shouldn't have. I made her mad or whatever. I played the game wrong, basically. You know what I mean? But like I said, I was just learning. This is after a month and a half of reading, and I've written a book. And I'm shopping it around to different publishing companies. But they say I have to self-publish first. So I'm trying to build my fan base as far as this goes, and I'm going to get out there and start doing some. I was stuck there for a year at this place. I'm from a small county. In the county I was at, there wasn't no work. I'd get a job, but like the people wouldn't pay me and stuff. I ended up getting in a fight with. And that's the thing about me, man. I get in fights. You know what I mean, like too. Because it's like I said, it's like fitness school. And here's one of my problems. My problem is, like, I don't know how to socialize. I didn't know how to socialize at all. I'm more of a fact. And if you get my book, you'll be able to see. If you get my book, you'll be able to learn more about what's going on. It's like I don't know how to socialize. I'll say something wrong that's socially unacceptable, and I don't see why it's socially unacceptable, because to me, it's either fact or fiction. You know what I mean? I say this is true or that's not true, and a lot of times I could pick up. People would say things trying to manipulate me, and here in Kentucky, manipulation rules. Everybody's a manipulator. They're not straightforward. You know what I mean? They're not straightforward. I'm pretty much straightforward, and as I'm a matter of fact, they're not. But the majority of people, it's a beat around the bush kind of thing. The game, socializing, it's a beat around the bush kind of thing. So, if you're not that way, you know, you have a hard time. But here's something that I'm having a hard time with, and I'm going to put this on YouTube too. It's AMOGs, alpha male, other guys. Which I'm learning now, like if I went into a bar by myself. You've seen that other video, the two girls, Jackie and Jamie. Jamie, I don't even know. Jamie's Jackie's friend. Jackie's the girl I fell in love with. But Jamie, I don't even know. I've never met her. But I ride her constantly, and I talk shit to these girls. But they listen, you know what I mean? And like this side of me, they're like in my heart, you know what I mean? There's some other people up there at that place that was in my heart too, and I'd love to be able to write them, but I can't, because there's another girl that I would like to kept in touch with, but I can't, because I couldn't, and her man too. I was sharing some things with her man, but just out of respect for them too, you know, I just let them go. But man, even her and her man, I'd like to keep him updated. You know what I mean? Because he's cool as hell, and she was right there. You know what I mean? But I don't know. You meet people, you know, like me. For me, it's not. I don't have it like everybody else has got it, or I didn't have. And now it's like I'm making connections, or I did at that time. But then right after that, I was stuck at the house for like this house where I was staying. I was stuck there for like a year. Work wasn't happening for me. Nothing was happening. I was stuck for a year. And now I'm back at my ex's house with the opportunity to get a job. I had a job here recently, doing some stonework, and that helped me get a little bit. I got a truck now, so that helped me get a little bit on my feet. I got a truck now, which that came from a gift from my mother, actually, because I had that work. When I got that work, my mother gave me a gift and let me, but I shared it with other people that wasn't working. I could have went and did it myself, but these other people wasn't working. I shared it with them, and I let one guy just be in charge, but I mean, he got in an argument with the other boss, and we had tons of work, and we don't have it no more, and I should have been confident in my work, but my social skills are off, even with men, so I am afraid in that aspect to go out and do work because my social skills are off, and I don't want to. But this guy's social skills were off worse than mine was. I should have, and now after I went through that was a big learning lesson for me, because I looked at it and I watched and I thought, man, I could have done that. I could have done that, and I could have kept our work. And before, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Before, I couldn't do that, and now I feel like I can. You know what I mean? I feel way more confident than I've ever felt. But A-Mod, other guys, like when I go into a place, now I go by myself, into like a club, because I don't have nobody. I'm doing this stuff with all my friends. They think it's weird, you know what I mean? Which I was a beta male in with my group of friends. I just was always the observer. I'd go out with my friends, but I didn't get any attention from girls, you know what I mean? I never got any attention from girls. But now it's a lot different. If I walk, I can beat the friends that I watched that I thought were just like, I'd never have it like that. I can beat them out. You know what I mean? I could really beat them out. As far as if we go into a room, like some of my girl getting friends, like if me and them went into a room, initially they'd probably be the one that's attractive. But before it's said and done, I believe I could get any girl over any of them. And that's true, man. Oh, there's my light. But, so anyways, I have a hard time with these alpha male other guys. And even men. There's a lot of bitches out there, man. Like, why can't you look at a man? This is for all you fucking bitches out there. Why can't you look at a man getting some? And this is the way I always was. Like, hey, respect, man. Congratulate. Don't fucking hate. Congratulate, motherfuckers. Punk ass. Man, y'all some punk ass bitches, dude. You ain't got no confidence whatsoever. If you're not getting it, don't hate on a dude, man. Don't ever hate on a dude. You know what I mean? This is about brotherly love too. Learn to be a man, dude. And if you ain't getting the girl over this guy, something's wrong with your game, not his. You know what I mean? So don't fucking hate on it. If you want to come hate on me, but don't pick a fight with me, man. You know what I mean? Don't pick a fight. Yeah. Fuck. I mean, you can say, fuck you, motherfucker. I'll go, alright, well, I'll play you there too. But I mean, oh God, it's so frustrating. You can't go anywhere and sit down and have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like when I was at that factory too, I'd have a conversation with this Jackie girl, the one that I fell for. And they'd be dudes walking up, just interrupting our conversation. Because they thought she shouldn't talk to me for some reason. Bitch, get the fuck on. Kick her rocks, motherfucker. But that's the problem I'm having, and I'm working on it. I'm trying to, like I got mad at this. This is not a joint, by the way. It's a rolled cigarette. But anyways, yeah, I'm that broke. But anyways, like I went to this club, and this one guy all night, he said I was staring at him, looking at him. I said, motherfucker. Dude, I was talking to women. You know what I mean? I wasn't looking at you. I wasn't worried about looking at you. But still, I have a problem too, and I'll tell you some of my problems. It's like intimacy. But I was abused as a kid too, and it's given me a lot of problems when it comes to intimacy. But I'm learning, and like this Jackie girl, the one I've been riding, actually my progression, since I haven't been able to progress out there outwardly, I've progressed with her and her friend Jamie on the internet, actually talking and thinking to myself, and then figuring out. Just talking. They didn't block me, you know what I mean? They don't talk back, but they don't block me neither. So, but my whole thinking is, but I haven't seen anything to cause them to block me. She's had a kid and everything. She's beautiful. And you talk about, man, just one-itis bad, or I did have, I had one-itis real bad. But man, I mean, pickup artist talk, and this is something, and becoming a pickup artist this is thoughts of my own self. I've kind of left the gospel, I guess, you know what I mean, and come off into my own, kind of like Malcolm X kind of left it. Kind of like Malcolm X when he was serving Elijah Muhammad, and then after a while he thought, well, let me break off, and he went out and figured his own thing, and that's what I'm at now. But you know what? They say one-itis, fuck that shit, man. Who's to say that a woman, you can't see good things in a woman and recognize her for being a good woman, man? Because they're not all the same, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's okay to have one-itis, because they're not all the same. And sometimes, like they say, they're really not that special. You just think they are. That's to help you become strong, you know what I mean? And to know that there are plenty of beautiful women out there and plenty of good women. There are plenty of good women, you know what I mean? But, sometimes people come into your life and they touch you, you know what I mean? And even quantum mechanics talks about, reality could be just all in your head. She could be a figment of my imagination, but if she is, she's a very special figment of my imagination. So, but back to the guys. The guys are like, man, grow some fucking confidence, man. This is to all you fucking haters out there, man. I never hated. I've always sat back. I've been envious, you know what I mean? But I never hated on a motherfucker, you know what I mean? If you got the balls to come up to a motherfucker that's getting attention, have the balls to go up and talk to the girl. She's just a fucking girl. You got the balls to come and fight me, but you ain't got the balls to walk up to her and tell her, I don't know, just flip her off. You know what I mean? Go fuck yourself, you fucking hating, punk ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go, when you go out to a club, you go out and talk to a woman. Go talk to her. Don't sit back and then that you just like hate on you cock block. You know what I mean? Cock block. But you know what I mean? My problem is, but there's a way to handle these cock blockers, and I'm having a hard time with that. I don't know. I'm not clever yet in that aspect. I need to do more research on it. But see, the whole thing that helped me, like I said, I have apergers. The whole thing that's actually helped me with women is being able to study women's psychology. Now, this is all from pickup artists. I'm looking for something in pimpology. I'm studying pimpology too. The Player Supreme, Props the Player Supreme, badass motherfucker. He knows some shit, and he's straight out from the game. But he don't like pickup artists. But like I said, I'm veering off. Fuck it. I'm doing a whole thing on my own now. You know what I mean? It's everything, man. Just people in general, giving love to people in general, gaining from, you know what I mean, and learning the fucking game. Man. It ain't about pickup art. It ain't about players. It ain't about pimp. It's about the game. It's about the game. It's about the game of life, And you motherfuckers, fucking punk ass haters, But quit being a punk, man. Grow up and be a fucking man. Grow some balls and go talk to the girl. I mean, and if you got the balls, come up and interrupt me, but be cool. Learn how to be cool. Because I tell you what, you come up hating, you're not going to get that girl. If you come up hating, you come up and crack a joke, but like, I know how to play this shit off. Here's what you do, man. You come up and say, hey, man, I just want to say, hey, I like your shoes. To me, you know what I mean? That's how you do it. You come up and compliment me, man. And then that's how you get in, and then sooner or later, we become brothers. You know what I mean? Your brothers are your brothers. You look out for your brothers. If everybody's that way, like women do. Look at women, man. They won't sell a woman out. You know what I mean? They'll compete with each other, but they won't sell one out. I mean, they'll compete in attractiveness, but they're nice. Well, if that's how they are, and you know that that's how they are, if they are attracted to me and they're attracted, but if you try to compete with me, I'm not into competition. You know what I mean? There ain't no competition. And that's the way it is. And that's where you gotta be. There's no competition, so why come up and try to compete with me? Got it? So quit fucking hating, you fucking cocksuckers. Grow some fucking balls and be a fucking man and get a little maturity. It's all about being mature. That's it. But being fun too. Maturity is not being a stuck-up bastard. It's about recognizing what being a human being is. You know what I mean? And just be human and be able to love. And if somebody gives you shit, don't react to it. Just like, all right, yeah, well, I'm cool with myself. And you don't even gotta say that. Just think that in your head. Like if somebody gives me shit, I'm just going go over there. You know, if I have to, I'll get up and walk and leave that table. That girl, if I have to, if I'm out there talking to one girl, and a guy comes up and she gives her attention to him, okay, you know what I mean? That's how I am. I'm like, okay. And that's how you got to get yourself to. You got to be comfortable with yourself without anybody's validation, even that woman, man. So that's to all the haters, and I'm trying to figure out how to counteract this shit y'all do. You know, it pisses me off. Trying to pick a fight with a guy, man. Why would you try to pick a fight with a guy over somebody you ain't fucking? You know what I mean? I mean, once the girl is yours, she is under your protection, and she is, you know, kind of like your property, and you're hers. And yeah, guy comes up hitting on my girl. It's a lot of times I'll sit back, like April, I'll sit back and chill and I'll watch, because I don't have a right to say anything anyways, because me and April went together. So I'll sit back and chill, but that makes me look like a pimp, man. I'll be like, okay, I'm watching them spit their game to my ex, you know what I mean? A lot of guys, you know, challenge that shit, but I'll sit back like a pimp every fucking time, because I am a pimp. So all you haters out there, quit fucking hate. Alright, that's it, and look out for my next podcast, or for my next video. Like I said, I'm going to try to, I got a job here within a week. I'm going to try to get some money. I'm going to try to go to the club for my first video clubbing outing or whatever. I've had a couple. I've done really well. Alright, see ya.